forget everything you know about how a Pokemon game starts. You're not waking up late, walking into a lab, picking a fire type, water type, grass type Pokemon. Instead, your journey kicks off with a mysterious egg protected by Latias and Latios, which hatches into your first partner, Riolu. Because that's exactly how Pokemon Unbreakable Ties starts, a Pokemon fan game which is widely considered one of the most insane Pokemon fan games in the community. And it still gets updates to this day. And why this game is worth your time and how it stands out of the crowd of endless Pokemon fan projects is what we look in today. First off, let's clear up a common misconception. Pokemon Unbreakable Ties is not a ROM hack. It's a standalone fan game built up from the ground using RPG Maker. The developer is S-Samurai98. The amount of polish here is honestly insane. It has a completely original story set in the tropical Akebia region. You play as a 17-year-old student finally taking your trainer exam. But instead of fighting some generic evil team in goofy outfits, you are dealing with a massive conspiracy involving the region's corrupt royal family and their secret agents. But enough of the lore. Let's get into the gameplay. If you're tired of older fan games lacking, for example, modern features, this one has you covered. The game includes Pokemon all the way from Generation 1 up to Generation 9. You get beautiful and fully animated battle sprites that make the combat just feel more alive. I think you know what I mean. Your Pokemon follow you on your journey around the world. The grinding is completely optional because the game gives you access to basically infinite rare candies, but you don't have to use them. You can still level your Pokemon yourself. And to keep things challenging, the developers implemented a very strict and clever level cap system. But we know this system from like many games too. One of the absolute best things about this game is that you don't need external randomizers or self-imposed rules to make it harder. The game has specialized run types built right into the main menu. If you're a hardcore player or you just want a little bit more challenge, you can customize your run from the second you boot up the game. There are 4 modes. Easy mode, where there is more like based on exploration and you having fun with your Pokemon. The normal mode, which is like on par with a normal Pokemon game. The hard mode, where enemy levels are increased by 1 and opponents have maximum IVs. And the radical mode, where enemy levels are increased by 3 with maximum IVs and EVs. Beyond just difficult sliders, there is entire gameplay modifiers you can toggle. You can enable a built-in Nuzlocke mode directly from the challenges menu. There is a dedicated monotype run feature where your starter egg will automatically hatch into a Pokemon which is like your chosen type. And there is even a custom Lucario lock where your entire run immediately ends if your partner Riolu or Lucario faints. So this is something if you want like a little bit more of a higher challenge. Or you just really love Lucario. By the way, the name Unbreakable Ties isn't just a nice sounding name, it's a core gameplay mechanic. Your bond with your Riolu is central to the progression. Building that trust through the story is actually what unlocks Mega Evolutions later on, rather than just randomly finding a Mega Stone in any random cave. And the developers also recently added a relationship points system. The choices you make when you interact with the massive sidecast of characters actually matter and affect your playthrough. Plus, the game frequently shifts perspectives. You don't just play as the main character. At certain points, you will temporarily take control of other characters, use their specific teams, and see the whole story of Akebia from their point of view. But how much actual content is there? And let me tell you, this isn't just a short 2-hour demo. The current beta, and don't worry, I will say something to the statement of beta in a few seconds, is absolutely packed with content. You can expect easily 50 to 60 hours of gameplay just to get through the current main story, if you're taking a chill and read the conversations and stuff. There are over 55 side quests and achievements to hunt down. The game features fully animated cutscenes and even includes actual voice acting, which is incredible rare for Pokemon fan projects. And last but not least, it has extra side activities like a mining system and a dedicated shiny chaining mechanic. If you're looking for a Pokemon game that feels like a massive living RPG with serious consequences and pretty deep customization, you're absolutely right with Unbreakable Ties. And of course, it also features offers a lot of quality of life settings, which a lot of people love in Pokemon fan games. Let me know in the comments below if you tried Unbreakable Ties yet, or what your current Pokemon fan game is. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!